Hello, and welcome to another episode of Just in Time Worlds with your host, Marie Mullaney. Today, I want to discuss Percy Jackson and the special materials used in that world in order to create weapons capable of harming monsters. I want to talk about the cultural impact that the various weapons had and how the heroes and the villains overcame the limitations of those weapons. If you like this kind of world building content, hit the subscribe button down below. And if you're interested in discussing more topics like this with like-minded individuals, there is a link to my Discord server as well. Okay, let's get cracking. The three metals that I'm going to discuss today is celestial bronze, imperial gold, and Stygian iron. Now, there are other kinds of special materials in the Percy Jackson universe, in the Crane Chronicles, which deals with the Egyptian gods, and in the Magnus Chase Chronicles that deal with the Nordic gods. But today I want to focus specifically on the Greek and Roman special materials. Okay, so first, what are these materials? So celestial bronze is mined by the Cyclopes from Mount Olympus, and it is quenched in the river Lethe. This creates a metal that, when formed into a weapon, will harm gods, monsters, demi-gods, but not mortals. You could take a celestial bronze weapon and wave it through the head of a mortal and absolutely nothing would happen. Imperial gold functions in much the same way, except that imperial gold was blessed in ancient Rome at the Temple of Jupiter. So there are two camps in the Percy Jackson world, the Roman camp and the Greek camp, which are demigods of these two kind of persuasions, demigods who follow the gods in their either Roman form or Greek form. Okay, but then what's Stygian iron? Is that just another type of celestial bronze / imperial gold? Well, no. Stygian iron is specifically only for the children of Hades or Pluto. It's mined in the underworld and it is quenched in the river Styx. Now, because it is quenched in the river Styx, that means that only children of Hades can touch it. So it's a very specific kind of item. Okay, so what differences does this really make? Well, Stygian iron can also hurt mortals. It is not just that it can hurt immortals, which is important because with the other weapons, if you also want to hurt mortals, you have to make special arrangements. Now, one of the villains in the story does make that special arrangement. He creates a sword called Backbiter, and that sword is half steel, half celestial bronze. This allows him to kill mortals and demigods and monsters all with the same sword. Okay, so Stygian iron is definitely more powerful than the other two, but those two are pretty much the same thing, right? Well, again, there's some differences in how the camps treat them. So if we look at the Greek camp, where the focus is more on the individual, the solo hero, much like the Greek stories are about the solo hero. So here, celestial bronze is a weapon that is given to a person, probably by their parent. Like the titular hero, Percy Jackson, is given a pen that turns into a sword by his father, Poseidon. That sword is a named item called Riptide, and when he takes off the cap, it becomes a sword, and he can cap it again, and it becomes a pen again and goes into his pocket. So it is a very specific named item. The Romans, on the other hand, had a whole armory of imperial gold weapons, and none of them appear to be named in any way. Even when one of the Roman demigods takes a specific weapon, it's not a named item. It's just a weapon that suits her that is made of imperial gold. And that emphasizes to me the difference between these two camps, because the Roman camp focuses on teamwork. In the Greek camp, you stay in cabins allocated according to your parentage. So if you are a child of Hades, you would stay in the Hades cabin, etc. But in the Roman camp, you're divided into a squad, and that squad is part of the legion, and you sleep with your squad. And it's the same with their weapons. The Imperial gold weapons are well-made, important tools, but they are only tools in the hands of legionaries. Whereas the celestial bronze items are the sword of a hero, the thing that makes him great. Both have got fantastic stories to tell. You can lean into either one of those cultures and make amazing stories, as Rick Riordan proves, by writing stories from both sides of the angle. But it is very interesting to look at these items in that light. Okay, cool. So those are the cultural differences between a individualistic focused and a more team focused special material. But what about Stygian iron? So Stygian iron, by its very nature, because it can also kill mortals, favors the anti-hero. It favors the grey hero. It favors the villain. So it is more of the kind of item that one would think is associated with a villain. And those are my thoughts on Percy Jackson's special materials as pertains to the Greek and the Romans. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this exploration of lore, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. And I hope that you're looking forward to the TV series as much as I am. I hope that it doesn't suck. And I will see you soon for another episode. Oh, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and links to my Ko-fi and book down below.